have you ever wondered what it means to be God? So I already made a video entitled literally "You Are God." I'm going to show it to you right now. And there is a comment which is really interesting from Michael Sapphire 6714, and he says, where does your knowing come from? Did you have an out-body experience, or have you received downloads from a parallel reality? And what was it a near-death experience? Thank you. So first of all, thank you very much, Michael. And I'm going to talk about a little bit about this comment, and also I'm going to explain my little shift in my perspective on this topic that you are God. So where does my knowing come from? My knowing comes from the repetition of information. So, for example, how do I know I'm tall is because a lot of people around me kept telling me, giving me this information. Oh, you're tall, you're tall, you're tall. And at some time, you know, I knew I was tall. If you put me next Victor Wembanyama, like you know, he's 2 meter 14, like I don't know what it is in USA, like 7 foot 11 or something like this, then I'll say, yeah, I'm small right now because, you know, he's so tall. But the knowing of things comes from the repetition of information. Why do I know that the sun comes up? Because I saw it every day. And, you know, I could say, you know, yeah, you know, I'm going to control my mind and control the universe, and tomorrow the sun is not going to go to get up. But it's hard for me to believe because you know, I have this information that the sun is going up every day, and it's the repetition of information. And not only the repetition of information, it's also the confirmation in what I see in the environment in this universe. If you hear some background noises, because now I have a little cat. So yeah, I apologize for background noises that can maybe be a bit annoying. So this is where my knowing comes from. You know, it's I think about something and I repeat this thought, and then it becomes a belief. And the moment where I start to believe what I'm thinking, I'm going to naturally, unconsciously, I'm going to look for confirmations and say, oh, this happened. This means that my belief is true because, you know, this is a proof of my belief. And then it moves to a conviction, like, yeah, I know it's true. I know it's true, but like I'm convinced. I firmly believe it's true. And then at some point, it will keep confirming in the environment. And then at some point, you know, there will be a switch in my mind, and I will go from belief to being convinced to knowing. I know for a fact that my name is Charles. That's my name. I know it because of the repetition of information. And if I wanted to change my name and say, now I'm going to call myself Michael, then I'll have to repeat it enough times, like I am Michael, not to forget, but to replace the idea of me knowing that I'm Charles to knowing that I'm Michael. And then, you know, you follow up the question, the question with, did you have an out-body experience of, have you received downloads from parallel reality? So I'm not sure about that. I tried to ask a bit around me, what a out-of-body experience is. I never visually get out of my body and saw myself, you know, like we can hear some stories of people dying and getting out of their body and then seeing their body, this type of out-of-body experience. I had some, you know, during meditation and just in general, you know, practicing awareness to lose a little bit of my point of view and to try and take a step back, which, you know, is still my point of view, because, you know, you can only see your point of view, even though you go way back, it's still your point of view. But it depends on how you define out-of-body experience. So I'm not sure about that. And have you received downloads from a parallel reality? Again, it depends on what you define as parallel reality. I believe that all the reality that we live in is here, and it's not because we don't see it that it's not here. So yeah, you know, I'm sure that I'm getting you know, I'm getting energy and I don't see it, but I know I'm getting energy because, you know, I can feel it, even though I cannot see it. So in this sense, yes, we you know, everyone receives constant energy. It's here, you know. So yeah, definitely, you know, this is what you are, I am. We all receive downloads in the sense of, you know, we receive energy, and this energy has information. So yes, we do receive downloads from a parallel reality, in the sense of parallel, we cannot see it with our senses. So you know, it's weird. It's in the same thing, but it's parallel in the sense where, you know, you cannot see it with your senses. And then was it a near-death experience? I had a few near-death experiences when I was a kid. Well, a kid was, you know, around 14, 15. One was around a bit younger, 11. I was drowning, and I just accepted that I was going to die in this pool. And I was saved right on time by the mother of the friends I was staying with. So this was a deep experience, in the sense that it was weird because I was drowning, but it was a pleasant experience in the sense that I accepted that I was going to die, and I sense a feeling of peace. So that was nice in the sense of I didn't die. So the feeling was nice, obviously, because I discovered this feeling and I lived. So it was nice. Even though, you know, people around me were a bit trippy, even though they were, you know, they had some good emotional discipline, to be honest. And then another time, it was really different. I was stuck in like an electrical fence, you know, like the automatic things. And I was just conscious that I knew I don't know how I put my head, but it went back, but I couldn't go back out. And people could click on the you know, on a button to, you know, when you arrive at your car, you have this little controller, and then you tip, and then the fence opens, and then you pass with your car. And, you know, it was risky because I was stuck, and at any point someone could enter or this place and, you know, press the controller and open, and literally, you know, my head would have pop out. But it was different because I knew I was going to die. I knew I could die, but then the moment, you know, someone, I don't remember who it was, but you could deactivate the system manually. You open the door, and then you could, you know, deactivate that. The system didn't work with well, you could press the controller, but the fence would not move. So then I was, you know, I was fine. But it wasn't as intense of, you know, of another experience. And other, yes, you know, sometimes you go hiking and then you lose a bit of control, and then you say, oh my God, you know, could have died. Or one time I remember I was walking with my two parents, and we were going to school, and I was about to cross the street on the, you know, on the crosswalk, and my dad said, yeah, you can go. And I started going, and then my mom says, stop. And then I stopped, and I saw the side mirror of a car just in front of me, because I was little, so it was at, you know, at my head height. And, you know, I had the advantage that my parents were not making it a big deal out of it. Oh my God, my kid just and, you know, fucking you up, literally. But they, you know, they stay calm, and they said, you know, close one, you know, and just like life moved on. And then you went to school, and then you know, you did your thing. So yeah, that's a bit about it, you know. Oh yeah, also one time where I don't know if I should talk about this, but I had a gun put to my head. I'm not sure if it was a real gun, but, you know, it's pretty scary either way, not knowing, at least. And I had a nervous laugh, but I didn't feel I was going to die that day. It was just stress, probably from the person who was putting the gun at my head, but not like this, you know, this feeling inside, like, oof, you know, life is in danger here. But yeah, that was, you know, that's everything, which is quite a bit, everything about this experience, or well, the near-death experience. So I hope that my answer to you, Michael, is you know, it helps you a little bit to clarify where I come from with all those crazy ideas. And I want to, because here you can see, hello sir, are we God or are we godlike? And it's a really interesting question. I don't really remember my answer. That's a great question. Since God is our own imagination, we are by definition God. We need an observer, us, to use our imagination to conceptualize God with us. The idea of God wouldn't exist. Therefore, our imagination and our ability to conceive the idea of God makes God-like, or even God ourselves. So here I changed my my understanding a little bit. It's that we live in a universe, and this universe that you believe there is a God or not has been created. That's we know it has been created because we're inside of it, you know. We're here. So we know that it has been created. Now, what it is a he, a he, a she, a it, we don't know. No one knows who created the universe, but what we know is something created it, because it's here. The universe is here. And so God is you know, everyone has a bit of definition of God, but God means creator. So it's the one that created everything that we can imagine and that what we can see. But the word God is a conception of man. So if you want to be God, you just ask yourself, how would I feel if I was God? And then by definition, by physical definition, at that moment in time, when you feel you are God, you are God. It doesn't mean, you know, it doesn't mean that you identify as a God, because, you know, if you wait 5 minutes, you might feel something else, and then you are what you feel. So we are not the creator of the universe. We are the observer, because when we as observer, we leave the universe still here. It's not here for us because what we see, it's you know, it's a hologram, because, you know, we get information, which is light, through our eyes, and then it's literally the brain back there who takes this information and, you know, makes a hologram of it, and, you know, gives you the vision and say, yeah, that's about it. That should be it. You know, that's what we see. And depending on the information you perceive, then, you know, we could see the same information, but we can perceive it differently. But it's the same thing. You know, I remember this famous picture, which, you know, is the dress blue or gold, or, you know, is it white or blue or gold and purple, something like this. And some of people saw, okay, this is blue and white, and the others say it's gold and purple, whatever. And it's a question of perspective, like how your brain reacts to the information that he gets. So in the sense that, are we the creator of the universe? Are we by definition God? No, because we didn't create. We spawned into it, and then we live inside of it. But can we be godlike? In the sense, can we feel like we are God? Yes, we can. We can use our imagination and feel like it. And it's you know, it's a good thing. It's only a good thing if you, I mean, in our society right now, that you don't kill anyone, you don't hurt anyone, and you don't steal anything from anyone. You know, humans, just, you know, if you can feel God as long as you respect the law. You know, there is no one can say anything. Yes, you know, you can be criticized, like, who do you think you are? But if you feel like you're God, you're going to do good things. If you're a good person. Now, you can feel like God and then go on a rampage and decide, yeah, I'm going to judge and I'm going to decide who can live on this planet because I'm God. You know, that's a bit ridiculous to me. So yeah, that's my point of view. So thank you for tuning in. I hope that it has been that it could help you to find some answer in your life. And I like that you guys post comments and ask me questions, because then it gives me ideas to make content and to make videos that I hope are interesting. So thank you very much, Michael. Thank you very much, all the other viewers. And if you want more content like this, please leave a comment, like and subscribe, blah, blah, blah. But thank you very much, and see you in another video. Bye-bye.